Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 9 of my Starcraft Saturdays. In this episode, as you can see, I'm playing Protoss, and I'm against a Protoss. PvP on Zelnaga Caverns. It's not the worst, I love this map personally, it's one of my favourite maps I think, in the pool. But yeah, PvP, since the recent patch obviously it's moved away from 4-gate v 4-gate, who can do the best, and you know, in this one, I'm obviously new to Protoss, so I've recently switched, because Terran was, it's driving me a bit crazy, so I couldn't seem to get the hang of it. Well, I could win games, but they weren't like, I don't know, just didn't feel as good as Protoss does to me. I like playing Protoss, enjoyable race, just the fact that you can pile on, and then you can walk away, you don't have to stand there building it. It's one thing I do hate about Terran. For some reason I send my probe up there, I have no idea why, but yeah. So pretty standard opening. I find, oh crap, just dropped some money. Yeah, I find keep building probes easier with Protoss. I still miss quite a few, but if I do, go back, double tap, is it S for probe I think? No, E for probe. And then chrono boost it, obviously, because you don't want to keep your chrono boost. I mean, a lot of people, after a certain while, just leave their chrono boost because they forget about it. They've got like written down in their little notepad what to do with it at the start, and then you kind of forget about it after that. I do as well at the moment. So if in doubt, chrono out some research or something like that. So needs base, so pylon, gateway. I obviously can't see that gas has gone down, but it's pretty standard. It's just one gateway opening. For some reason, does he go in straight into cybernetics core? He's gone for double gas as well. So he hasn't put his cyber core down yet for some weird reason. I don't really know why, but maybe he never does. I don't really know. He's got an idle probe there as well for some reason. It's a bit strange, but anyway, yeah, my cyber core's gone down, and got this wall off. You put the zealot there on hold position, and it pretty much stops anything from coming in. So that's always good. Yeah, didn't bring my zealot out now for some strange reason. I don't really know why I didn't, but there we go. I'm not too sure. I had the money, see, I'm sitting up there. Didn't have the supply though, so that's probably why. Still working on the whole pylon thing. So obviously you can throw down so many pylons and just go straight back to mining, so it'd be advantageous for me to do so. And the warp gate research goes down. Let's look in his base. Yeah, he still hasn't got his cyber core out, which is just strange to me. He's just pumping out zealots after zealots. He's got his second gateway coming down, so he's just going to go for a zealot rush by the looks of it. Why he'd go no warp gate, I don't know. It's a bit strange. He's got loads of gas just sitting there. He's mining out of 2 gas geysers and he's going mass zealots. He's not using his chrono boost either, which is a bit strange. I mean, obviously the build, he's used to that build, so I'll let him use that build. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm pumping out a few zealots and chrono boosting my warp gate tech. And I've got 2 more gateways here. Group them obviously together in 3, and I should get some stalkers out in a minute. Do I? 2 of them have got something working. There we go. Alright, so yeah, 2 stalkers and 3 stalkers actually. So yeah, it's all good. I mean, I'm not building probes at the moment, which again, something I've got to stamp out. I will get there eventually. But yeah, that probe is going to expand, as you can see. Which is another thing I've learnt. I've actually learnt to expand a bit earlier. I still, 5 minutes in, that's pretty early expand. It's not a fast expand by any means, but it is a pretty early expand nonetheless, so that's good. I'm actually finally expanding earlier. I think, I didn't need all these gateways. I think I could have done with 2, like he went. Oh, well, finally he's got his cyber core down. There we go. We're 6 minutes in and his cyber core's just gone down. He's got 6 zealots. He's had no rally point whatsoever. He's got a forge down with no upgrades coming out of it yet. I got my Twilight Council going down because I thought I'll go blink stalkers. That's all good. Saw his ally zealot, so I thought, I think blink stalkers would work because you can obviously micro them away as well as obviously start stepping them a little bit, which you know, is good. I'll go in for the attack right there, but you know, we're not going to show that until it happens. My expand is almost done, and I should be transferring probes soon. So yeah, grab a few probes and send them down, which is you know, quite a good thing to do. Obviously, haven't got anywhere near the saturation down here, but it's better to transfer some down straight away rather than, you know, keep building them up and not doing anything with them and having like no one mine down here. Obviously, the more people there are here, the less, you know, mining time, because if there's, I think it's like 3, is it 2 or 3, and they can go straight back like every time, there's not much waiting involved. But you know, if there's a bit more than that, and they're kind of waiting to mine the minerals, or they're going longer past so they can get around the back and stuff like that. So you know, you want to try and keep a good saturation, but it's a bit difficult sometimes. I've got a couple more stalkers walked in. I've got my forge coming down, I've got blink coming down, and a few pylons. Just, you know, keep me on supply box for a little while. Could easily throw down like 3 more quite easily. Send that zealot back to keep the watchtower while I push up a little bit with these units, which you know, it's a good thing. You always want to keep that tower in case they counter attack. So I don't really know what he's got at the moment, so this is kind of going to be the first look in his base, basically. His probe goes out there. I didn't see that. I don't think he saw my army either, so yeah, that's alright. What am I doing back here? Chrono in my +1, and blink's almost done, so that's all good. Sitting here with a little group of stalkers like that. As you see, I didn't look at my mini map at all, but yeah, got some. He's got mass zealots, so you know, I'm not the best at kiting, but you know, I do a pretty good job here. He decides to push back because I'm taking out a fair few of his units without any losses, really. So another one gone there, I think. It's pretty good damage on here, and he hasn't got a hit on my stalkers really. So you see, that one's had 1 hit, that one's had none, nor that. So it's only a couple of kills each, but you know, still, I didn't take any damage apart from this zealot took a little bit of damage, but I mean, no real damage, I wouldn't have said. And you know, he starts cannoning up at the front, and you know, mass zealots, a couple of stalkers here and there, but still hasn't got that warp gate research at all. Hasn't got either of those, so I don't really know why he built that either. And it hasn't got any of those, so I don't know why he built that either, but there you go. With this army, I could have, you know, got a bunch of warp-ins if I hadn't been supply blocked, and gone and beat him, basically. I'll go and expand again. 11.5 minutes in. Got this will be my second expo, third base, which is not a bad thing. It's quite good to keep expanding. As you can see, I've got a horrendous trust fund sitting at the top there. That's still nowhere near saturized. What sort of word is that? And this one is kind of, you know, oversaturized. Saturized? Why do I keep saying saturized? It's not even a word. It's oversaturated, that one. So yeah, so he goes shields first. Weird. That is a bit strange, but you know, if he wants to do that, he can. Right now, I should be getting second forge up easily. Could be Robotech. Could be going Robotech. Could be upgrading this further. As you can see, I've got the money for weapons level 2, which is always good to have. I mean, the more upgrades you got, the more damage you can do, obviously. So that's always good. I've got to stamp out some of these problems that I have with my builds. Obviously, the fact that I'm not actually building anything is quite bad. I miss quite a lot of rounds on my warp gates just because I'm not concentrating really. See, here I'm not warping in any units for some reason. I should be. You should try and catch your warp gate cycles just as they go down every time, and still haven't got anything in. You know, it's a long pause. I've got all these minerals and stuff, but I'm just not using them very well. So this expansion's up, and nothing's going on. I was building probes, and I'm sending probes down to it. I don't think I've looked at my main recently because this is a huge amount of probes mining minerals. So all those are mining minerals. That's a hell of a lot. It's like 25, is that? Yeah, it's 25 probes. I mean, I don't know what the saturation is for Protoss, but I would assume that is too many. And seeing as this one looks alright, I mean, what's that? That's not very many either. That's only like 12, but and obviously that's got quite a few already down there. It's got 8 down there already. So see his little army there. He's gone heavier into stalkers now, which you know, is probably a good thing for me, if anything. If he's gone heavier into stalkers, because I've got blink, he hasn't. So you know, that's always good for me. That I've got an advantage over him basically. I chuck down a couple of pylons as I'm going forward, obviously, so I've got more supply and I can warp in at the front. He's finally, you know, he's got his armour level 1 and blink coming up, so you know, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, he's got the charge zealots already. It's me doing a bit of start stepping back there. I mean, I've got that one zealot in there that can't get any attacks in, but we're doing a couple. It's just a couple of swings here and there, but you know, that's pretty solid micro. I mean, I could have let those zealots just like tank the zealots, but there's not really much point in doing that, and so you won't win. And there's more warpins there, and he's got absolutely no chance really right now. He's got so many stalkers. That is what, 24, you know, I've still got 30 stalkers, so you know, he's not going to beat that ever. So he just leaves the game. No GG, you know, bit bad mannered, but I'm sure he's a bit upset, you know, that I crushed his 4th that easily, and that had that little sick micro right at the end there. So yeah, definitely going to stay with Protoss. Really happy with my Protoss game, and yeah, so that was episode 9 of Starcraft Saturdays. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like watching Protoss, because there's going to be a lot more coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.